Hi everyone, welcome to another Howard's Coin Finds. Willy's MilkBar coins. Yep, two nearly in a row. Well, the last one I put on Tuesday, and that was from Saturday because I've been pretty flat out. But I've gone down on Tuesday and saw him, and he had some coins, so $40 worth here. We've got $30 of 20-cent pieces, and that's a mix of 20s and 10s, just a couple of 10s, mostly. Anyway, that's a mix of 20 and 10s in there. So, quite a number of 20-cent pieces to look through there. Wow. Now I've moved all them out of the way. Before we start on that, I received some mail from Phil Finds and Collects, and he sent it express post too. That's really good of him. I sent Phil a couple of my new channel stickers. I think I did say somewhere in the comments that I promised to send him a couple when I get them. I think I did that for quite a few people. And anyway, I sent a lot around, and I sent Phil a couple. I didn't send him any coins because I wouldn't have a clue what he wants or needs, because he noodles so many coins and he finds all really good stuff that I don't know if I've got anything for him. But if you do, Phil, please let me know. If I've got it, I'll look through and I'll send it to you. But meantime, Phil Finds and Collects. Go to his channel, have a look. He is basically doing what I'm doing, noodling through, finding coins, finding errors, low mints, but he fills up all the albums for them. I don't know if he does 20-cent pieces, don't think so, but 50 cents, dollars, $2, and he does all his noodling. Real nice too. You can see it all clear right there. He explains everything, goes through, fills up that book, and he just shows you, basically like I do, what's out there to find. And if you noodle enough coins, everything's out there to find. And Phil's site is the one to go and have a look at to prove that. Yeah, so excellent site, excellent videos, valid information, and really good to show you all of our commemoratives out there. 50 cent, $1, $2. His giveaway for the 500 subscribers, which is over now. He's got these American Innovation $1. I love them, they're really nice, especially the Massachusetts with the telephone. So I'd really like to win that, Phil. Anyway, back to this one. So go to his site, have a look. Seriously, you'll love it. It's set out really well, and he has, he's got it set really well with his episodes and series. Alright, some technical issues there. So yeah, we'll see what Phil's put in here. Pretty excited, really. I don't know what he would have sent me. I better just have to read first. Okay, so I haven't taken it off there. It's 2020 on there. I'm pretty sure I could guess what's on the other side. So just hi Howard, not sure if you have one of these yet. Well, let's take it off and find out what it is. So, jump any further. You know, I had a guess, Phil. I'm not kidding. I thought 2020 Marlboro, and I thought, no, I know. So it's the Qantas 2020 100 years. And no, I do have one that Sim Bungie sent to me last year because I thought I couldn't find one. And that's in the gratitude book. And this is going to be going into the gratitude book, of course. Beautiful, mate. Yeah, and lovely condition too. Very nice. So I'll show that up a bit closer in the tick. So yeah, not sure if you have one of these yet. Just one, and I haven't found any personally. That was from Sim. But yep, it's going into a new album. That's it. It will be, and I would appreciate it. Well, I do appreciate it. Yes, beautiful, mate. Serious, very nice. They're really nice coin. I like them. And extremely low mintage on them as well. I think they turned out at 640,000 on them, if I was right. So very good. Thank you for all the knowledge that you have imparted to all us viewers. I know that I have learnt a lot from you. Thanks, Phil. Beautiful. So that was the whole reason why I started doing them, was if people wanted to learn about the coins and listen, see what I had to say, that they wouldn't get ripped off when they get shoved a coin in their face that is not anything, error, variety, low mint, nothing, and they try to sell it to them as a valuable rare coin or something. So I'd had enough of that, so that's why I started doing the videos, was basically to get people up to knowledge. And of course Phil went that one further than just keeping it to himself, and he's out there spreading it out too. So the more you know, the less you're going to get ripped off when you're going to buy something for your collections, whatever it is. So that was the whole reason, was just let people know what's out there and have a bit of education. So good fun, like doing it, and especially if people are learning. I mean, that's what I wanted. That was the main reason. So thank you very much. That's going into the gratitude coin album, and I'll put it there right now. So that's it there. Haven't put it in there yet, but it's lovely. 2020 Qantas, 100 years old. Still think it's the safest airline in the world. Beautiful. That's the plane going through with the air trails coming off it there. We've got the kangaroo in the zero. Australia underneath. Very nice. And the Queen with the new effigy there, Jodie Clark. Very nice condition, mate. Thank you. Or album, book album. The gratitude album. Beautiful. So that's 6 in there, and I know there's things coming. I know there's coins coming, but they do take a little while from overseas. I know that, but no problems at all. This will fill up, and it's no rush for it, unless you want to win that gold coin. Well, the quicker it fills up, quicker I can have the draw for whoever sends me a coin for the gratitude book. We'll go into the draw at the end of filling this up, and I'll hand draw that one out. Everyone will go into a barrel, their names, maximum 2 entries. If you send 2 coins, 2 entries. If you send 5 coins, 2 entries. That's it, max. And so 80 spots, possible 80 people, or 2 coins each, possible 40 people. But that 0.5 a gram 2021 kangaroo mini money from the Perth Mint. That'll be going to somebody who helps fill this book up. Yeah, so a bit of incentive. Nice prize too. And I'll probably give some other stuff away, for sure. Anyway, that's excellent. Phil's coin finds, I'll put the description. I don't even know where to point in these things. It'll be in down there, around there, in the description. Okay, there was $4 of 10-cent pieces in there. Not too bad. The first coin I got there is 19.99, and it's a large head, amazing enough, and there's no small heads in there, standard head. So the large head 19.99, you can tell the difference between that and the standard 19.99 10-cent, which is the lyrebird there, by the distance of the legend to the inner rim. And as you can see, this one's easy to see. It's nearly touching the inner rim. It's right up there. It's about 0.1 away from it. That's it. The small head, standard head, it's probably about 0.7, 0.8, but you can see it very easily. It's finding these. They're really hard to find. One of them to, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 small head, standard head before you find the large head. So that's really good. Excellent find there. I've got that with the small standard head in my variety videos that are in the description. Have a look in there and you'll see them up right close and see the difference straight away, as well as other varieties in there to see. The next one was the 2021 10 cents. Lowest minted we got at the moment, 1.24 million, I think it is, 25. So that puts it in front of the 2011 at 1.8 million. But we'll see what happens when we get the end results, because the mint does change everything. Yeah, I had a few, but I had those couple of rolls too. I got at least 8 top coins and 1 brilliant coin out of a roll, so that was really good. And then next is the 2001. It's just a standard head, it's not the large head. This is the I space the RB joined. The large head, the IRB initials under there are all spaced. But besides that one, that's in those videos too. That's all I kept. This one is this coin here. Good example of a worn coin, same year, but have a look at it. And I've seen quite a number of these. Turn it over and it's even all over. It's matte, grey, flat, smooth as, and it's very thin. And I've weighed it up with my scales. So there's my scale. So this is the normal minted coin, 5.60. Now they're supposed to, well, the weight is 5.65 grams and the plus or minus on it is 0.49. So these can go as high as 6.14 grams and as low as 5.16 grams. Now this one that I've got here, when I put it on, you can see that it's a full third of a gram less, 0.3 less. But even though it's that thin, these are 2.3 mil in thickness, 23.82 mil in diameter, and it's a lot thinner than this one. But even though it's that thin, it's only lost that 0.3, and it still can lose another, well, a third of what it's lost already. So they can still lose another 0.15 of a gram, till that being classed as underweight. So, well, 5.28 5.16 minimum weight. So even that. So I'd like to see them mint any coins that come out at 5.16 that look like this coin, because they'll be absolutely wafer thin, because this already is. So anyway, so back to this one. I've seen it quite a few times, and it's a really good example to me. It's the only one that even makes sense of it. This is what you find when a coin has been underwater, and everything's even about it. And the black is from the microbes in the water. It grays it, but this thing has just been washed back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it's absolutely beautiful, smooth all over, lovely. The design's all gone. This one, complete contrast. And the only way that I've worked out that can happen without being scratched by sand or, you know, scratches, sanded down, the only way is water action. It's eroded it. Entropy. Everything's heading towards entropy. So that's, yeah, amazing that it's worn down that much, and it's still 0.14 of a gram within weight. That's amazing. But yeah, I'd like to see the minimum minted plancher. That'd be great to have, because it'll be wafer thin, wafer thin. Anyway, it was just an oddity to show you, but yeah, grey blackish all over, smooth as thin, been under the water. Alright, well I checked that $36 of 20-cent pieces. Pretty sure there was $4 of 10-cent pieces. So with the 10-cent pieces, I only kept one of them. That was the 99 large head. And we have 20 coins there, so 21 coins out of 220 coins for a face value of $4.10 if you wanted to keep them all. The large head would get you that back on its own in what they're worth in really good condition, but they're up to $30 uncirculated for them. So what we ended up with is two 1972 20-cent pieces. I put them down on my list to get. The 71s are the ones you want at 9 million, but under 1985, you know, the 2.7 mil, the next one is the 71. And then you got your 72, well the 71's 9 million, then you got your 72 at 16 mil, and the 69 16 mil, and the one that everybody wants, the 68, is 40 million. I don't get that. Anyway, 71 should be the dearest out of them, but no, I think the 68 is. Okay, so two of them, not bad condition. The rim's still high on there. Not much wear on it. They're a little dirty from the age, but underlying, they're quite good. No dings, the edges aren't dinged, nice. So that's good. Next one is 2021, 20-cent pieces, the JCs. They're 7.1 million, but I'll dig them out if they're in good nick. And somebody at Willy's MilkBar's obviously got their hands on a few, because those four are not bad. I'll compare them with the ones I've got, and keep the best, I don't know, about 10. And then the next one, after the 2021s, the 2003 Volunteers, nice condition, 7.5 million on them. They're not overly low, but you know, they're a very nice commemorative coin. They were done extremely well. And remember, you can get a die crack from, well, that shirt there right through that dot down to the rim. That's a harder one to find. And then we got Wills and Kate, 2011, 10 million on them. Just pulled it out to show you that they're still around. I don't like that design at all. I think they're too happy. The teeth doesn't go on the coin. Anyway, that's my opinion. But yeah, just to show you they're there. This one I'll definitely keep. That one I won't. These I'll go through to find out what my best ones are. Keep the best. Those two I'll be keeping. Then next is the 2016 changeover. Beautiful. Got the sixpence on there, on the front. This is the obverse, got the Queen there. The reverse is the platypus, which is the only coins that we have our commemorative on the obverse side. All the rest are on the reverse side with the Queen on the obverse. 4.5 million. Beautiful. I keep them if they're in good nick. Can't find myself throwing them back. They're really nice. And I really like pre-decimal coins. Australian ones that look really nice. In silvers, beautiful. And then, unbelievably, we have a not intended for circulation. 2017, that one. And it's copper nickel, silver colour. On the talk on these, they said silver. They didn't clearly say it's steel silver, but it's copper nickel. Yeah, so they're copper nickel. Same as a normal 20-cent piece, and they are a 20-cent piece. 2017 these came out from the Herald Sun, and they were the tributes to the Anzacs. So from World War One, they brought 14 of these coins out. 10 were copper nickel, silver. 4 were copper coated steel planchets, and they look really nice. This one here, no mintage figure on it, but I'll put a picture in here now to show you all the different 20-cent pieces that came out. There was 10 silver colour copper nickel and 4 copper coated steel planchets, and I'll show you the picture now. So you can see on that I pointed out the one that I found here. And yeah, I pointed out the copper one that I still have. That's this one, 25 cents. And I got this off the newsagent guy the day before it was released for the newspaper. And they were going to be free on the first day. And this is the Victoria Cross, this one. And it's the copper coated steel planchet. Beautiful. And they tried to design all the medals that are on these 14 as absolute replicas of the real medal, and they were saying how hard it was to do because they were so small. So there's 14, it's in the folder that you saw in the picture. Well, I'd have to move the camera to show you all, but it's a big folder that holds all 14 in there, and I haven't opened that. That's brand new, uncirculated there. Don't know the mintages on them, could be 100,000, could be 1 million, but it wouldn't be over 1 million, there's no way. And I'll probably guess that it was probably more in the tens of thousands. That started on the 8th of April 2017. I got mine on the 7th of April, that one. And every day they gave out a coin. If you bought the Herald Sun and paid $3, you got a coin. So that was released on the second last day, the 21st of April. And it's the Operational Services for Australia medal. Very nice. So yeah, not intended for circulation. So that was a surprise. Somebody down at Willy's MilkBar dug that out. Beautiful. Never found one before. The only one I have is that first day release, and I never went and I didn't buy the paper. I never read it, so I didn't get them. But you can pick the whole setup in that folder for not overly too much, I'm pretty sure. It's, you know, $50 or so. They're not overly expensive if you wanted them. And it's amazing they're so cheap because you got 10 20-cent pieces, and you got 4 of our only copper coated steel 25-cent pieces. They're official money. They're all legal tender, made by the Mint, and it was for promotion for the Herald Sun newspaper. So yeah, try and fill that folder up. That'd be a hard one. You have to get all donations for that one to be filled. Or maybe not all, there's proof there's one. So yeah, 21st of April that came out, 2017. Lovely. Next was the 1981s. Now in 1981 we had 3 mints. That was the Canberra Mint, there was the Welsh Mint, and there was the Canadian Mint that did the coins for us. 50 million on each one of them. It was the mintage. And I just showed that one because it's in really nice condition. I've checked its flat base letters and it's concave, so it's a Canberra or a Welsh minted 20 cent, and the only way to tell the difference between those two mints is the nostrils. The Canberra has really large, sort of roundish, close together, big nostrils, and the Welsh has wider spread and sort of teardrop on the side nostrils, a bit smaller. So this one has the big nostrils, which is Canberra. Beautiful. And then another one caught my eye as being not too bad a condition. That's in nice nick for since 81. It's got sharp edges, nice design, still got lustre on it. This one caught my eye because it was in nice, sort of nice condition, but I do check them to see if they're Welsh or if they're Canberra. So this one has the flat base letters and the concave planchet, the same as the Canberra and the Welsh have. The Canadian has a flat planchet because it used less pressure. These are Canadians right here, these two. Flat, you can tell the difference straight away, look. Canberra or Welsh one, which is the Canberra, but still the Welsh is the same with the front. They both got flat base letters and a concave planchet from high pressures. The Canadian, the queen sits right on top, you pick it out every time. Just sits on top, cameoed out. The base of the letters are curved base, fish base or scallop base, same as the shape of the top of the coin on the bottom of them. That's the Canadian one. Canada Mint's the only one that has flat base, planchet and curved base letters. Canberra and Wales have concave planchet and flat base letters. So I'll get back to those ones in the tick, but that is the Canadian minted 3.5 claw privy mark 20 cent piece for Australia. This one is the Canberra because of the large nostrils. This one I turned over. I'm like, 90% sure that this is the Welsh coin because the nostrils are smaller and they're a little bit spread apart. The biggest problem that you have is when they're in this condition, those nostrils stand out really good. You can see they're big, large, close together like round dots, like they just pushed in with the tip of this and made it round. But the Welsh one, the nostrils being so small, when this coin wears, it wears those nostrils off, and those big ones can wear down to such a point that they look like they're the small Welsh ones. So this one, I'm 90% that it's Welsh, but not 100. So I'd have to say that they're probably two Canberras because I can't really prove that's a Welsh without that being in as good a condition as this to see them perfectly. So that's a 50-50, let's say. It's a Canberra or Welsh. That's the only difference on those two mints is at the back. The Welsh mint has the small nostrils all to itself. Canberra and Canada both have the large nostrils. So this one here, I'm pretty sure that it's a Welsh minted 20 cent piece. It's got the flat base letters and concave planchet there, but on the other side with the nostrils, they're small and they look wide. So I'm pretty sure that this one's Welsh compared to the Canberra, because yeah, they look a bit too small. It's worn, but it doesn't look like it's worn enough from the big nostrils to be down the small. So I'll go out on the limb and say this is the Welsh one. I'm pretty sure it's the Welsh. The nostrils are far apart and small, even though it's worn, but not much worn. This one has die fill on those first claw. It's in half, and I have checked it and I can't find any part to the top of it. As I say, you always find something that spikes, something you've got to turn around and really look, and I can't see anything. But the second claw has lost a quarter of its top. The third claw has lost a third of its top, and the fourth claw is nowhere to be seen at all. It's got a couple of little tiny mountain ranges right at the base, real small where the claw would have been, but the rest of it is dead flat. And right around the top of all the claws, those ones, right around the top, they're all to the field. there's no leftover claw at all. First coin I've seen do this on a Welsh or Canberra with die fill. So that is a really scarce, rare to see, that there's no bits to the top of the half claw on here where there normally is. So it is an absolute mimic of this 81, but it's not a privy mark. That's die fill. The 81 half claw is a privy mark. So very nice die fill on there. I'll show that up close. But yeah, beautiful. So there's the Welsh minted die fill, and you can see just here, the first claw is in half, the second has lost a quarter, the third is lost a third, and the fourth is completely missing. I think there's just some little ridges down at the bottom there somewhere on the left side of where the claw would have been. The rest is gone. And the whole field at the top of those claws are flat, clear. So it was a really good die fill that removed all traces of the upper part of those claws. Normally you can turn it around no matter what and you'll see some remnants, but not on this. The only remnants I can see is on that fourth claw, just down the bottom left bit there, like a little mountain range. But that's a really top coin mimic of the 81 Canadian minted 3.5 claw, which is a privy mark. This is die fill error, and the other one is a variety. Errors, accidental, not on purpose. Varieties, on purpose. That's the difference to me. So yeah, excellent, really good score that. And the nostrils down there are the small nostrils. And so that's the die fill. The dog interrupted, so I'm sorry wherever I was there. And this is the Canadian minted with the 3.5 claw. And that's a privy mark, so that very first claw right there is in half. That's a privy mark. And the nostrils are large. The nostrils on that one are the small ones. And you can see all the die fill on those claws up there. And this one, the Canadian one, only that first claw is in half. And that's a privy mark on purpose. Cut into the die deliberately is only a half claw, and deliberately is variety. And the nostrils down there are really big in comparison. So there's the two nostrils there. So you've got the large ones down the bottom. That's the Canadian minted 3.5 claw, and the top one is the small nostrils with the die fill claws, which is the Welsh error coin. Beautiful, both of them. And so after going through all that, you now know that this one is the 81 Canadian minted. So Canberra minted, Welsh minted, possible Welsh minted, and the Canadian minted 20-cent piece for 1981 for Australia. And again, the Canberra and the Welsh have concave planchets from pressure and flat base letters, and no claws missing at all. Any claws missing are an error, die fill. This is a variety with a privy mark, totally different. The privy mark's equivalent to a mint mark. So we got two out of that, and I say, you know, get $20 worth and you'll find one for sure. Well, we got $36 and two, and this one's really nice. It's really dead flat, lifted up, cameoed. That's a really nice coin, in nice condition too. So these ones, Canadian minted, flat planchet, less pressure was used, curved base letters, scalloped, fishtailed, whatever you want to call them, on the base of the letters. Just means they're curved in, like the top of that coin, into the bottom, so they curve in. And whenever you turn that over, every time, just the curved base letters will tell you it was minted in Canada, but that very first claw in there is in half, and that's a true mint mark, privy mark, that one. So that's the Canada one, and that's the Canberra, and that's the Welsh, all three found in there. Well, that we don't know, but this one I'm going on, it's the Welsh one. So yeah, those three the same, and you can see you can just tell the difference. That's pushed right down. They're in a bowl because they really squashed it. Lovely. So two 1981 3.5 claw die variety privy mark 20-cent pieces. A Canberra, 50-50 Welsh Canberra, and a Welsh Die fill, beautiful. Missing claws on that one. Okay, so I'm not finished. I got to that, but look what I found. In there, I didn't even know these were out. That was a bit, it's the light I've got that makes it look like that. But anyway, these are 2022. I'll stick it down there. So I got 5 2022 brand new platypus. Somebody had some. Look at that. Didn't even know they were out. Beautiful. It's my very first find for the year for the 2022. 20 cents. Haven't seen them out in circulation. So I looked it up anyway. Yeah, people have got rolls of them. $15. You know, not much. $10, $15. I saw one guy $10 for a roll of them. And then I saw them uncirculated, which you're going to get in the roll anyway, at $5, free postage. And I saw the 22 proof, one sold for $9.50 and another for $15. So the proof is up there, but not as much as you'd think. Anyhow, so there you go, 5 2022s. Beautiful, very nice. So good score, good score. 22s, yep, beautiful. Always good getting your new ones. 2 of these, very nice. These, you can find them, the Welsh and the Canberra. Just need to get them in this condition for the Welsh so you can tell for definite. But I'll keep that one to show it with the other Welsh ones I got and the Canberra ones. That's excellent. That's one of the best I've seen. No traces of the upper parts of the missing claws, which mimics this 81 too good. So you really need to know that they're flat base leathers. That's Canberra or Welsh. Look at the nostrils, big nostrils, Canberra, little nostrils, Wales. Okay, so don't forget, on top of all that, Phil finds and collects. Go to his site, subscribe, like, watch his videos, share them. You really, once you watch them, I'll tell you, you won't not watch them. You'll go over there and watch them all the time because he shows you everything what you can find out there. And, well, by putting them in the album, he's giving you a continuing run to show you basically how long it'll take, what's out there. He explains them beautiful. Very good channel. So show some support, please, and go over there and give Phil a hand up on his channel. Beautiful. Okay, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching again. Till my next video, subscribe, like, share. Bye-bye.